Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, I had to go buy gas, and I had to do some other shopping runs, so I was in the vicinity of the Restore, and I stopped in. Got fairly lucky. Half the basement is finished. Here at the workshop, half the basement is finished. This is the unfinished side, which is my workshop. But having the basement finished means that there's carpeting on the stairway. And having my workshop down here means that I do tend to track a little bit of dirt up and down the stairway. Well, I usually vacuum the stairs about once a week, and it's a real pain because I gotta lift and carry the big floor vacuum up and down the stairway while I use the hose to vacuum the stairs. At the Restore, they had this sitting on the shelf, and I saw it for like 2 or 3 visits, and I noticed that it hadn't been sold. So I made them an offer that they couldn't refuse, and I bought it. Always negotiate. Never be afraid to say, would you take a little less? It's in really good condition. From my research online, this is a tool from the 90s. They didn't have the box, but they had all the pieces. Kind of handy. The bag comes off with just a pull on the tab. And you can dump out the bag. From my years of working with vacuum cleaners, when I dump the bag out, I just totally invert it and shake out the dust. It's a nice little unit. It's very simple. It's got a good big fan on it and a brush. The brush is belt driven. And it also has a port to hook a hose in. The hose is missing the adapter. Oh, remove belt before attaching hose. I see. A cool little thing. They got into the idea of merch. Let's see. This is the first time I've ever done this, so remove the black plug on the face. This is the belt lifter. Center and raise the belt with your left hand as shown. So I push this in there, Slide it like that, and then I can pull the belt off. That's cool. Then I slide this in. And it goes in and clips over where the fan is. And I can use attachments. Looks like attachments for a regular vacuum cleaner will work. Now, it does come with a brush. So, evidently that is not part of the bag. It does come with a brush in the accessories. Shows it having a brush. Also, it looks like it's got a paper bag adapter and a mini attachment kit, which is small stuff, tiny hoses and tiny nozzles. And this is part of the hand vac attachment kit, which shows the hose, the narrow crevice nozzle, and a wand. So it looks like the wand is missing. I don't have the little brush, and I don't have this clip. It also comes with a shoulder. There's also a shoulder strap available. That's kind of handy. This booklet was printed in 1986, so this is a fairly old unit. But I don't think it's seen any rough use because it's still in really good shape. And I've already used it to vacuum a stairway just to make sure it was going to work. And it did a very good job. So let's put the hose back, or take the hose off and put the belt back on. To do that, I have to reach in, grab a hold of the hose, and then slide the little tool up over, then spin that out. Then put this little attachment nozzle, then put this little cap back in. Stick the bag back on. And there you go. Now this is going to be handy for vacuuming out the car too, because getting out the big vacuum and wrestling the whole thing around can get to be a pain. So for little or nothing, I managed to get a nice vacuum cleaner. And this will be a present for Lydia. But I will also use it because I got it with the idea of doing the stairway. Because that's my job, since I'm the one making the dust on the stairway. Nice tool to have. So that was a good deal that I got at the restore. It's going to be a nice present for Lydia, and it's going to make things a lot easier for me doing the stairway. Also, cleaning the cars. I don't clean the cars as often as I should because having to get out the big floor vac and haul all that stuff around is kind of a pain. The little guy is going to be handy. So that's my trip to the restore. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. Now I gotta go mow the yard before it starts raining.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.